Hi Leo, here's a general look at your solar chart for October 2012, and the main news this month is the move of Saturn. So Saturn is moving out of your communication sector where it's been since 2009, and it moves into the very root of your solar chart and will transit that area until 2015. This Saturn transit means that you may have to take more on your shoulders with anything affecting family members or a property or a home base or a base of operations or to do with a neighborhood. Those in your inner circle or community may be demanding more from you at times, which can cramp your style, but I say at times because you will tend only to feel this energy most strongly when the degree of the transiting planet Saturn triggers something in your natal chart. So that happens on October the 6th. Saturn, the planet Saturn, is a female planetary energy and is slow. There could be slowdowns therefore related to any of these areas, slowdowns related to property, or to do with family matters, but the thing about Saturn is it needs to be slow because it rules time. So the area that Saturn is transiting through will unfold over time. We need time to construct in life, to get that structure right, to get the thing organized and running in the right kind of the way, to put the foundations down deep. So that's why things happen slowly with Saturn. So Saturn in this area here means that you just have to take more time with things, because in general Saturn can throw a spanner in the works, and this may manifest in reality as adverse trends or through some sort of resistance coming at you. It can just be to do with what's happening on the world stage, you see. Or it can be inwardly through past attachments to do with the past, and those seem to hold you back, or maybe your own reactions hold you back and they're counterproductive. So externally this will be a time to recontour aspects of the home base or the family dynamics, and there's new foundations going to be laid there, but you've just going to have to be more persevering, more patient, and put up with this, that, or the other, whenever the degree is being felt most, and that will be new foundations outwardly, but it will also be new foundations or stronger foundations, maybe I should say, outwardly and inwardly over this very, very long transit. Now this month for you Leo, the Sun is in a very sociable mood until the 23rd, and you could be busy connecting with faces and places, corresponding more, gathering, sharing information, probably running around more, mentally, physically, toing and froing. And it's a time that you will tend to have more in your mind, maybe more discussions going on, ideas popping up, bouncing ideas off others, and also there could be negotiation type situations as well, looking to see where you can get the best deal. Actually you've got Venus in your sign, and if you're listening to this in September, then Venus is very much in your sign now, and that is a good time to get a good deal. Until the 5th, Mercury continues in the area of your solar chart, which is about communications. So Mercury is totally at home in that area there, and it's about media and learning stuff. So it's about education too, but that can be informal type of education. And it's likely to be that you're very mentally on the ball and physically on the go. And there can be a need to voice, your feelings, your ideas, but also be the listening ear to others. Be alert to what's new on the block. Pick up snippets of information. Follow things up, and also this is a good time for promotions, negotiations, because Venus is in your sign. And it will be there only until the 3rd, but as I say, if you are listening to this in September, some of this mental energy could be about creative things, and so you could be thinking more artistically, creatively about things, and it could also be about media, and could be around vehicles or transport in general, or in fact communications equipment. But generally, because it's been because you've got Venus in your sign, the thing should flow reasonably well. You could find that certain information or certain contacts opens the way up to useful knowledge. And then from the 5th, discussions with others, conversations, the ideas, and also the differences of opinion could center around a property, a space inside or outside. Could be to do with the neighborhood, the neighbors. It could be to do with a family matter or a member of the family. So conversations and ideas could be centered around these things. You may be feeling a bit more sensitive. You may be mulling things over. You maybe could be harking back to the past, or just mulling things over because you are feeling things a little bit more deeply. You just want to tuck yourself away a little bit. Well, not tuck yourself away, but tuck away your opinions maybe. And maybe you're sort of pondering. There may be more contact with a parent or parents for some, and all that means, or maybe you, because this is a more sensitive area, more likely to do the knee-jerk response here. But definitely correspondence, discussions, ideas could be centered around a base of operations. Maybe it's the home, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's to do with the neighborhood, and all of the angles kind of around that. But whatever's going on, feelings tend to be nearer the surface. Generally a chattier time at home or from home, or not too far away from home or some sort of base that you're on, whether it's temporary or long term. Venus, as I say, is in your sign, continues there until the 3rd, helping to harmonize things. You know, this is the oil that lets the wheels of life run a bit more smoothly. Venus is about balance, so it will help you to feel balance. She's been in there for most of September. And it tends to be a more sociable time in general, with probably lots more opportunities to mix and mingle. And there could be a few treats in the pipeline as well. With Venus here, you can be more outgoing. You're up for it, you know. You don't mind putting yourself about a bit, but also others see you as being more appealing and attractive, which of course you are. But it's quite nice when you get that recognition and maybe even some praise. You never know your luck. Good news for business as well as your personal life, Leo. And then from the 3rd, Venus moves into a more materialistic area, to do with what you have, to do with what you own, or what you'd like to get your hands on. And so generally it's about money, property, possessions. Overall it means you can do well if you play your cards right, of course, and even better if you know how to manifest what you want. So working with, some of you working with the law of attraction there, if there's something that you're really going for, the Venus energy here will oil the wheels in that area too. Venus tends to give you a cushion, or give you access to the path towards abundance, whatever that abundance means, whether it's a material kind of abundance like money, or possessions or property, or whether it's some other kind of abundance like, you know, fulfillment and happiness, and maybe very much coming from your creative core, Leo, because that is actually what you know, you're a powerful sign, but when you actually suss out where that creative core springs from, where that wellspring is within you, where your creativity springs from, then you reign supreme, and you feel quite comfortable with that. So anyway, this is a good time for you to do better materially, but also for you to make more of your natural talents in a skilled kind of way. So learning how to apply those natural talents through the skills. But of course it goes both ways. Any transit can go both ways. So actually Venus is about more ease, with materially more ease, but of course that might mean that you're putting your hand in your pocket even more. So just make sure that stream of goodies isn't traveling more from you than to you, unless of course this is what you're choosing to do. But it can just make you feel like, oh, it'll be okay, and then you haven't really thought it through. But the position of Mercury, at least in the first week, might help you to think things through there. Until the 7th, Mars remains at the root of your chart, where it's been for September, and that means that you are very likely to be busier in and around a base of operations, the home base, or to do with family, a space. It might be just a space, an inside space, an outside space, and physical effort. You making decisions, you taking the initiative, you putting in physical effort because of a living space, a working space, or related to family or the neighborhood or a tribe or a community. Or maybe you're getting very, very proactive from home or from a base of operations over the wires. That can be the way it works as well. But definitely more demand on you, and maybe setting up some sort of more comfortable environment or foundation as a launch pad to underpin your more worldly or professional self, or your career. And then from the 7th, Mars transits into a more relaxed, more fun orientated, more self-indulgent area, and for some of you, romantic area of your solar chart. So here's your opportunity to feel more appreciated by others, of course. This is what you deserve. And to be less guarded or self-conscious, just more spontaneous, and definitely more feeling very much center stage, which you can handle very well, Leo. And there'll be more occasions where you would definitely maybe all eyes on you, really, for whatever the reason, hopefully in a good way. And competitive activities, financial speculation, or enterprises with an element of risk are highlighted. Yes, so you might be that great creative power that you have. Maybe that you're taking some sort of risk here, or you're speculating, and you're putting you're making moves in the now to thinking about what the payback will be in the future. So Mars, though, just a word of warning, tends to be very hasty and impatient. So just maybe just have a nap, sleep on something before you make a major decision. But definitely you can be enjoying a more fun time doing the sorts of things that make you feel better, or just feel your power more, feel more fulfilled, and whether that's a leisure pursuit or a hobby or a project or whatever it is. This is your chance to enjoy things which help you to feel good, and others around you are likely to be helping you to have that confidence, and if you throw yourself into something with spontaneity and no self-doubt, then the more empowered you should feel. And if you are listening to this in September, then with Venus in your sign, you're likely to be able to pull it off. And you could be feeling more adventurous in romance at this time as well. And then over the longer term, Jupiter is in a very super sociable area for you, or social area for you. That's up until next June, so this is very slow, long transit, but it is an area of progress for you, Leo. So the time for your life to progress forwards, and for you to start to be in the way or do the things that you've kind of had a hankering for maybe a long time. And so this position of Jupiter could facilitate a leap forwards for you, and maybe through group work, teamwork, associations, new and old, friendships, and anything to do with the net and over the wires as well. And until the 23rd, the mental pace will slow down, and the focus will probably be more upon home, family, and community. So very much the sun there chiming in where Mercury goes on the 5th. And that's it for October. If you're not there already, you might like to go to my website and read what the slower moving outer planets are doing, if you haven't read it already, because they don't move a lot or change a lot, except of course when they make a move to another sign, like Saturn has just done. And also you might like to listen to your rising sign or your moon sign, because that will give you some more pieces of the puzzle to figure out what on earth might be coming up over October. And I hope that helps, and I'll see you the next time.